Oh, we're going to the concierge. She was over here and just like walked away from this guy to go to a different window. Okay. Halston?
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Who?
Why, you.
No, not the special inspector. I meant your boss.
Oh, Mr. Kincannon. He runs all sublet underground operations in the Eridanus Atmospheric Complex, including the Grand Colonial Hotel. But he keeps his office down in the warehouse district, near the docks. If you should require to meet with him in person, you're most likely to find him there. While you're here, Inspector, could I set you up with a room?
Point me to the grand ballroom.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it. The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Okay. Grand ballroom sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
I can't ask about that. Seems like I should be able to ask about that. No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Arizo's plant, either.
You can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in an entire half of the hotel?
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
Oh, that's enough about the hotel.
If you're sure.
You've got high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see, so she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Okay, well, did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, She was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
All right, well... Can I go back to your other part of that question? Was she closer with some people than others?
Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons.
Heard Black Hole Bertie was staying here.
Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Okay. We've got some kind of productivity guru here? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolrich has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Helen's co-star Woolrich. You have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
All right, that's enough gossip for now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
That's too bad. I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Well, I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
We'll come back to this.
How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Because if there's a way of getting up there without doing all that, that's more accurate, then I should probably wait. Wanted to check my room and see if it was ready.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
I didn't know I was on a different quest because nothing told me I completed the last one. It probably did, but I was talking to somebody. Goodbye. All right. A momentary taste of Purpleberry. So I had to check in and get my penthouse suite. A residue you found on the bottom of Halcyon Helen's shoes indicates she visited Rizzo's Purpleberry orchards a short time before her death. Perhaps she left a clue there concerning her murder. I need to now speak with Administrator Ludovico via the penthouse terminal. Call Administrator Ludovico on the video terminal in the penthouse suite to gain bridge access to Rizzo's Purpleberry orchards in the Iridanos atmospheric complex. You have a terminal back there. I'm wondering if I go to my hotel room, can I swap party members?
Finally checked in, I see. I hope you're fond of the penthouse. It's pretty much the best seat in the whole hotel. You shouldn't want for any amenity you might find elsewhere. Should act as a better headquarters for the investigation than any space dust covered ship. That and you ain't got room service on a ship. You ever need anything, come find me. Even if you don't, you can still swing by. I'm always happy to chat.
Did you know the victim?
Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans. Even started an association of like-minded individuals. I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the newer tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terran Monarch reunion episode.
There are other celebrities, right?
Sorry, friend, but I guess you don't get it. Helen was special, had a certain quality about her, like she would really go out and fight injustice. You look at Woolrich, and no disrespect to the man, but you just don't get the same feeling. He reminds me more of a vacuum suit without nobody in it. Don't tell him I said that. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
I'm curious about you. How did you get to be a bellhop?
Notice my battle-hardened physique, have you? Used to be in a mighty mean line of work. Been shot at 35 times. That is, I've been near people who were shot at 35 times. But to be honest, I never really enjoyed it, you know? It's one thing to tightrope walk between life and death every day, but for just a handful of bits? Nah. When this position came up, I jumped on it and made a lateral move from sublight to slug. I ain't ever looked back.
How different is working with Slug from working with Sublight?
Well, Slug is more trustworthy for one thing, where Sublight is all about back alleys and backstabbing. Slug can be trusted not to salvage your ship when you turn your head.
Okay. Got any good stories? Sure, you've seen a lot of people coming and going.
Stories? Huh. Actually, I think I got a couple now that you mention it. Had a basket case visit from Fallbrook once. Almost took a swing at me when I tried to take his bag. Turned out to be full of live sprats. We charged him extra.
Oh, Nelson? That's the guy from the quest of Sprat Kings. I don't remember his name. I want to say Nelson. I remember wanting to punch him in the face because he reminds me of Micah from Red Dead 2. I thought Slug and Sublight didn't engage much. How'd you move from one to the other?
Well, Slug is something like an offshoot of Sublight. It ain't too difficult to pivot from one part of the same company to another. Disconnects or no. That said, my departure may have been somewhat hasty.
I got a sneak of 65. Did something bad and had to make tracks, eh? I know the feeling.
I mean, yes, but I still earned Sublight a hell of a lot of bits. Basically, I singled out a ship to salvage that I thought had been out for use for years. As it turns out, it belonged to a wealthy Byzantine who used it only to vacation. As it so happened, I still don't think she tried to use it, too satisfied with the luxuries of Byzantium. Still, I figured it was a good time to turn tail, in case that ever changed.
All right, back to my other questions. From what I've heard, your affection for Helen was somewhat extreme.
I suppose you could call it that, but that don't mean I poked around her room or nothing while she was out. That'd be a huge breach of hotel policy. Besides, knowing Helen's athletic acumen, anyone who tried probably would have been found, beaten senseless, then hurled into the hallway, followed by the contents of a garbage bin. Probably, that is, it'd probably happen, but it didn't. I'm just theorizing.
Mind if I ask you some questions about the crime scene? I don't think he'll have anything new, huh?
Please do.
Yep. Goodbye. Let's get to my room. Penthouse terminal.
What floor would you like to visit?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
I don't even... There. Helen looks different every time they show her. Oh, there's Parvati, Sam. Oh, so my crew will be in here. Ellie. So, this is Helen's room. The way they worded that, there's a lot of just clothes everywhere, though. The way they worded it, that the person had to leave quickly, this is clearly Helen's room. There's Max, and there's Felix. Okay, I'm not going to look around it yet. Let's finish doing what we were doing first. Contact Administrator Ludovico.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
You mean Ruth Bellamy? Halcyon Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
This does give a reason for why he would kill her. Any publicity is good publicity. Oh, and I can tell him, just turn it into an ad. I get it. You don't want to be responsible for a drink that kills people.
I do not. Spacer's Choice has that market cornered. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
Shouldn't I not tell him about my investigation? Persuade 45. I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
So he locks the doors the moment an investigator arrives. That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I can't ask him anything. I'll be back.
Inspector?
Okay. Well, now I guess we're off to the Purpleberry orchards. But before that, let's have a look around my freaking penthouse. Examine. Smokes a lot of cigarettes. Pile of cigarettes. The number of cigarettes here indicate that the smoker's lifespan has been shorted by approximately 11.2 years. Well, I think the 3 different ways she got killed shortened it even more. Profitability flyer. A flyer promoting a productotherapy seminar with renowned prophet of profitability, Jasmine Leva, at her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. So I'm going to take Vic or Max to that, because I think he'll adore that BS. Anything else here? Hey, Sam, what do you got to say?
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands? Pigsty. Slovenly. These premises are unsuitably disordered.
Yeah, but you can't clean anything up. It's a crime scene.
Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind.
Is that real?
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder the competition.
That's a little too soon, Sam.
Pigsty. Slovenly.
Okay. Let's repeat.
These premises are unsuitably disordered.
Well, Ellie?
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
I think there's only one bed. And we're all six, because Sam's not going to need it. We all six got to share that bed, Ellie. I'm sorry. It's just how it's going to be. Oh, sorry.
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
Everything's on them. They told me that. Didn't they? They said that.
I'm leaving my shoes on. I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice.
I mean, I would keep my shoes on too. A bunch of celebrities in a hotel room. You don't know what happened here.
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
Okay, so everybody gets 4 lines of dialogue. Nyoka?
There is such a thing as too clean. We ought to break open a few bottles and have some fun. Make a mess. Live a little.
You're right. All the clothing thrown everywhere. They weren't living a little.
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Do I get to keep this? A player home?
You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here?
As a fellow black person, Nyoka, I don't think you need to tan.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky.
That's probably that disgusting Spectrum brown.
You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station
Are you
here?
taller than me? Why is my character so short? Parvati?
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
Could we hack her into the computer?
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
Sorry, I wish I could give you a different... I probably could. I could go buy outfits for you guys so you don't have to... I just like when characters are wearing their default outfits. I wish it was an option to select wear armor, but show default outfits.
There's no room service, right? Just asking.
Norval told me there was.
You think June Light would like this place? Oh, probably not. I don't think she cares much for corporate comforts.
You're welcome to bring her if you want. I mean, I am the captain, but if you want to take the ship and go, that's cool.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
All right, we've got Vicar. There's a journal down here. None of this plays into anything. I keep calling him Vicar. His name is Max. Vicar's his title.
Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol. Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
And we already know that, because Terror on Monarch is about the iconoclasts.
I sometimes find myself musing on who I used to think I was. It seems ridiculous in hindsight, but without my obsession, I never would have reached this point.
That has nothing to do with Eridanos. That's just a generic thing.
The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening. The opulence of this place is stifling.
Wait, you have more lines.
Cereals are used by the board to control what
Did
the
he?
colonists
Did he have
think
5?
about reality.
Was it any of this? Like, is all of this her clothes? Is some of it Birdie's clothes? Felix?
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time? So this is what a clean room smells like. This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this. So this is what a clean room
It
smells
seems like he only had 3 lines, unless I'm mistaken. Sparsely acuity sensor apparatus, so that's going to be unique. Also, yes, to anyone who noticed, I did accidentally scrap an item, a unique item during my playthrough of whatever it was called. What was the mission called? I don't know. But in the last DLC, I accidentally scrapped an item because it didn't show the yellow on the sides. So I do have to probably go back and replay through and get that. And then I'll have to replay through this entire DLC. This gives me a lot of things. Early models include a speaker that would emit, "Look at it, that!" at loud decibels. This feature has been disabled. Is this making fun of Na'vi? Look at that. Look, listen. Look at that. I'm trying to think of... These two chairs are looking at each other. Is this for Birdie, I mean? Investigation board. This board is covered with a loose collection of photographs and papers. Examine the board more closely. Something is rotten on Eridanos. With every step of your investigation, you can come closer to the truth. Examine your suspects. Who could have killed Halcyon Helen? What was their motive? Look at the profit of profitability. Okay. Jasmine Leiva, the profit of profitability. Her seminars on wealthy prosperity and the alignment of one's humors attract wealthy Byzantines to Eridanos. Does the heart of a vicious killer lurk beneath her? So I will probably just do that in its own thing, because there's going to be a lot on this board, and I don't want to do that all right now to make this unbelievably long. There's a chocolate bar. I can't examine it. There's some beans just straight on the heater. That's cool. A lemon slap. Lighter for all them cigarettes. A Spectrum Brown. She got to keep her own Spectrum Brown up here. Purpleberry Munch. 2-bit cartridges worth 20 bits. We'll go ahead and collect that as evidence. Bedroom. Some ammo. I need this for my investigation. I mean, it's my room now, so I guess it's just mine. I don't need to pretend that it's for an investigation. We've got...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, so you will announce to me when I find discrepancies. Let's sleep in the bed. So this has to be some of his clothing, because some of this looks like it wouldn't fit her. Got some drugs. 2 blonde wigs. So is she not a natural blonde? I'm trying to remember what her body looked like. Is she not a natural blonde? Surely they wouldn't allow her to go out around the premises without her natural blonde hair. So there should be another wig here, but there's not. Unless, no, I guess she would put one on that's done and then comb the other ones so that there would always be. Okay. Ration pills. Necklace. Is that more cigarettes sitting on the toilet? And a beer in the shower. Okay, buddy, before you tell me anything, we're going to listen to this.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Thanks. We're going to listen to this.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay. I thought it was going to be Helen, but it was Birdie. Computer? R. Bellamy, guest advisories. Your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs off of the hotel grounds. Return to the route. Messages. From Ludovico. Subject, grateful. This is to Bellamy. Miss H. Helen. Thank you for choosing the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. She was forced to be here. I don't know what you're talking about. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are allying yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself, you're going to change the world. We're going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. So now I know that his first name is not a B, so it might not be him. From Profit of Profitability to Bellamy, disappointed. Helen. I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches of the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Aetherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I have never heard of you, P.O. Where was I? I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, how to motivate your workforce using ancient weaponry. What do you mean? As a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditors soon. Sincerely, Profitability, P.O. Money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability coming soon. Okay. This is from S. Kincaid, which we already knew Cedric was not a B. B could be for Bellamy. Free advice. Miss Bellamy, you're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't underappreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has fooled him. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best, Cedric. With a hack of 105, I can recover deleted messages. So while I'm here, am I getting party bonuses? Because I shouldn't be at 105 for hack. So I have to be getting my bonus from Max. Unknown client, Bellamy. Subject not found. All of this is locked up. Knows the truth. Please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. All right, and you're saying I've got a discrepancy. Oh, whoa. Wait, how do I do this? Oh, I have to be farther away from it. Okay. Wait, where was it at?
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Okay, so if its ears are up, then there's a discrepancy nearby. All right, well, I'm taking someone else out with Parvati and me. Nyoka, you just had your chance. I've already decided I'm taking Felix to the Prince of Tossball, and I'm taking Vicar here. So who wants to go to the orchard? I guess it's Ellie?
Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
Just talk to me. I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
I'll go ahead and exit the Grand Colonial, thank you. Okay, and I can change my party from here. That's also good. We're bringing Ellie. I have to figure out which one I'm gonna bring Sam on, because I doubt they gave Sam unique dialogue. Well, they gave him unique dialogue for here, so maybe they did. Where are we going?
Oh, this smells worse than rancid salt tuna. Oh, well, I think it's coming from the pool.
Excuse me. The pool plaza is currently closed to guests.
You have a name, so there's probably a quest involving the pool. We'll do that later.
I hope the murderer is caught
punch.
soon.
You want a
This
punch?
lockdown
We got
is
your
truly
punch right
hampering
here.
my schedule for the week.
Agreed.
I can't hear them. I mean, I can, but... Lily Vargas. Don't we already know a Vargas?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
Well, I wish she wasn't talking from so far away. You're named, so you most likely have a quest for me. Oh, this sucks. Tell me they couldn't build a better bridge? Or maybe like a taxi system to drive me across? Because this bridge would snap. This is a detective movie. Someone's gonna snap that bridge. Oh, there's canids here.
I won't tell.
Thanks, Ellie. Nope, not you.
I'll keep it down.
Those are dead sprats. Or were they sleeping canids? Those are dead sprats. Okay, I feel like a quest is gonna bring me here as well. Oh, Marauders, it's fine. We'll light them up. Why are you cowering, buddy? Why are there... I guess because they need to have enemies, but from a logical standpoint, why are there Marauders?
Here goes nothing.
Iridanos.
Captain, you're...
That's the last of him.
There just shouldn't be. Computer there again. I feel like this is, I mean, it's a new DLC. I feel like a lot of this quests are gonna send me to the locations, so I'm just gonna bypass them and go straight to where I need to go. There's gonna be a lot of talking, so I need to focus on quests at hand. Purpleberry Nut Hut. Overseeing the orchard's office, find Helen's trail. do a save. Whoa, 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 it's Rizzo's.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
I just want some information on the orchards. Can I get that?
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
Just here to investigate a murder. Go about your business.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Had you seen Halcyon Helen at all prior to her death?
Yeah, I saw her. Tried to flag her down for an autograph, but to no avail. Ran right by me. No idea where she was heading. Seemed like she had a lot on her mind.
Okay. Well, you seem like the man to ask about the orchards.
Whether or not I like it, yes, that's right.
Nope. So all of that,
Okay,
I
then.
think, will tie into you've got to have a quest for me. So, is your face gonna finish rendering in?
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your Purpleberries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
You see any sign of Halcyon Helen recently?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
Oh, me too. We didn't get many episodes of Terror on Monarch back in the Vale, but I thought she was great in Dissidents from the Doomed Planet.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there. What can Slug do for you?
No, that's about it. I don't know what... Why do you have a status effect? Sydney Moyano will have to do...
I don't think I've ever seen an orchard before. I mean, other than Miss McDevitt's garden. You mind if we look around a little?
That's what we're here to do.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Is it the corpse? My dude. Jacob Yarbo. There's a corpse over here. Effusive host? Sydney Moyano.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh.
It's Rizzo's! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I don't know if whatever that is catching, but let's keep our distance.
I sure am! good lamps you got on you to take notice.
What in law's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Medical 45. Don't move and I'll try to cut it off.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
Okay. How long have you been like this?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
Uh-huh. Where did you find this little passenger?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad, so I don't worry about it.
That's great. Can we change the topic?
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of toss-ball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
You're not lifting your teeth when you talk. You know Birdie's a suspect in Helen's murder investigation, right?
Oh, my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws. I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Uh-huh. We'll save that for, because I'm assuming, again, that guy back there's got a quest for me. We'll talk to you about that then. Show me what you got for sale. Nothing unique.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
So whatever is in your neck is a parasite that's making you want more alcohol. It's probably something that's making you want more sugar. And there's a lot of sugar in alcohol. Alright, let's go talk to Jacob, who is also possessed, but first...
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So 100% chance. Examine the footprint depth and spacing. Oh, I thought he would talk to me. The spacing between each footstep is short and the imprint in the dirt deep, as if determined. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry. It seems like there would be more space between if Helen was in a hurry, but okay.
You find anything?
Helen came through here in a hurry.
Wonder what she was after.
Put it away. So that symbol, I'm assuming, means you are, yep, you're infected.
Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Do you know if Halcyon Helen came through here?
Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the rr&dd labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was the spokesperson for Spectrum Vodka's ad campaign? That's not a question. Why did I ask it like that?
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
I think she saw the thing in your neck and was like, fuck that. Seen any murder weapons lying around? Bottle of poison, smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization wasquitos? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
So now I know there are freaking wasp-skeetos out here. Deadly pollinized wasp-skeetos?
Pollinization by killer wasquitos, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all wasquitos are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
So either he's telling me how to trigger it, or he's telling me that someone went and triggered it and died. We'll save all that for when we do your...
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers. And I like anything Rizzo's likes.
I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
I'm on the hunt for Halcyon Helen's killer.
Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain pan bashed in. Not that she probably had much rattling around there to start with, if you know what I mean.
Elaborate on that.
Someone hit her in the head, real hard. Then she died. Can't imagine who might have had the hitting power to crack a skull. Well, aside from one of our tossball hackers, I guess. But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. We're far too content with life for that. Won't find an unhappy Rizzo's employee in all of Eridanos. No diddly-dee-dum, you won't.
Okay, well, they're really... Thanks, that's it.
Of course.
They're really trying to push it towards Barty, so that's obviously framing. Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Wasquitos tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep them behind an electric fence, you know.
Uh-huh. Follow Helen's trail. You found part of Helen's trail. Footsteps that definitively belong to her. Follow the direction of the footsteps to find out where she went during her recent trek through the orchards. Sydney didn't see her. She did see Black Hole Birdie. Picnic somewhere in the orchards. Groundkeeper spotted Helen in the orchards on the night of her death.
Time Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I see that.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
This reeks of unhappiness!
Here they come!
I can't hear you laughing!
We're not getting through!
It stuns him.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah! I got him!
I just
wanted to make you
funny! I just want to be your friend!
But it's got a terrible range.
Get it off! Get it off!
Why did this host die?
I just want to be
That's the
your
last of 'em.
friend!
They just want to be my friend, man. I should probably pick up all this because those aren't static corpses, so those will vanish.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Thanks. You're gonna just tell me this every time. Well, that's a dead sublight.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Well, I don't want to do the tour because I feel like the tour is part of the other dude's quest.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Okay, so we don't got to worry about it. This way. Carter Reynolds?
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
You killed your wife. Just saying. You're right. I've returned from beyond the grave to extract my revenge.
Very funny. If you were Edna, you would have stabbed me in the throat halfway through the second word of my first question.
Believe me, I considered it.
I'm getting old, damn it. And after a while, anything that isn't a plant gets hard to distinguish from anything that is. But no, you don't look like Edna. Though you do smell a bit like her, like blood and starship grease. You must be that freelance inspector. Well, I suppose you can poke around as you like. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff it gets bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the rr&dd labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again, which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist, right? What do you do for Rizzo?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Waspitos, aren't those angry flying bugs, right? Or are those angry flying
You
bugs?
say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well. They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
Engineering of a 65. But if something goes wrong in a hive, or in hive control, the waspitos could get out?
Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction. The pollination cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the waspitos swarm.
All right, goodbye. Pretty sure you're talking about things that are going to,
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Pretty sure you're talking about things that are going to tie into the sabotage quest.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh wait, which direction? Where there's a body over there, so probably that way? Well, there's also a body over there. Oh, those are broken robots. That's not a body. That'll probably tie into the sabotage?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Wait.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I just looted him and his body refilled. I'll take it again, I guess. She went in here. What? To hide? Oh. Get out. Parts of this note are illegible due to dirt and crushed purpleberry smudges. The writing you can make out is as follows. Helen, I know I told you I'd stumbled onto the scoop of a lifetime, but neither of us could have guessed just how deep this would go. Now, some slug from the docks is looking for me, asking a lot of questions. It's time to get out. Do you hear me? Don't waste time packing. Just go. Soon as you read this, you'll know where to meet me tonight, 10 p.m. in the Grand Ballroom. If I don't know, take the next ship out of here and don't look back. B. So B's not the murderer. B was the informant? But B could have gotten one of those insect things, parasites in their neck. Like, why can't I just walk? What do you mean? Okay. We know the next one was you. So you're leading me this way. Is there anything else? There's a couple more people that way. We're gonna go this way.
Timeline is... Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Parasite sprawling.
Here we go.
I'll show you!
I'll fix you right up.
Not
Real
gonna let
funny.
me here. Wanna get so
I just
funny?
want to be your friend!
Never felt so
Sorry
damn good
guys,
in my
gonna have to die.
Been practicing that. That was fun. Not gonna let.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Oh, trying to infect me with your sorrow?
Everybody okay?
What did he throw? Rum and something. What is the something? Parasite glands.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I was about to just start walking in there because I ignored. I was just like, oh, that's a rock. There's a robot. No, that's not a rock. That's a freaking
Let's show him.
primal.
You got it, Captain. Bullseye.
Why are the enemies in this one so much weaker than the enemies in Gorgon?
That's the last
This
of them.
DLC came out first. So these are drunk. They actually have rum. Purpleberry punch. These are drunk. Robots. The pile driver. Two-handed melee knockout. Parvati, I believe her default. It's not strong though. Her weapon was a hammer, but it wasn't the two-handed hammer. And as I said, I tried to give them.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector.
I try to give them weapons that fit whatever their starting gear was. Wait, so I'm heading that way to a drunk lobber, but there was.
They're on us.
Why are they on it? I wasn't even talking to you.
That's gotta hurt.
Drunk ape man.
Here we go.
he turn invisible? I don't think he burrowed.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Uh-huh. This is where the picnic was, but there's another...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Here they come!
Of course, I got two things.
Nice one!
Just wanted to make you smile.
Get it off! Get it off!
Are you attacking the freaking...
Here I go!
Okay, I think we're gonna go the other way next. So... Nope, now we've reached the end of the trail.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright. rr&dd access card. Rizzo's Research and Development Department. The shaft of the tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation requirements.
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
I didn't even get to finish reading that before you decided to interrupt me. Examine the stick, the end of the stick. It looks as if someone used this tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper-class mating ritual.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Purpleberry. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Something went wrong here. I really hope it wasn't the food.
rr&dd Lab Security Access Card. This is a key card for the Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs. It was District. If you are reading this warning anywhere other than the rr&dd Labs, please return it to the rr&dd Labs for an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. I'll take neither, please. There's another key card out here. So it wants me to go back that way. So, what is this then?
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Alright, DA. Where are these canisters usually kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Deeper chemical analysis, please.
Chemical makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Alright. Is that part of the sabotage? That's probably part of the sabotage. I should not have scanned it. It'd be nice if they'd used a different color. Like Bellamy's can be one color, other investigations be another color. So I don't accidentally do other quest things. All right.
Here we go! Captain!
Oh, that's right. Didn't I kill you? There was a second one right there that I didn't see.
I just want to be your friend! My kind of action. Just like that.
Oh, I thought they took him down when she said that. Oh, he's still up.
Good. Feels fun. They won't try that again. You smile.
What would Halcyon Helen be doing in an R&D lab? Testing out a new eye cream?
Guess we're gonna find out. Wait, it's still the same quest I was already on, right? Yeah. So we're back to long quests still. Halcyon Helen is the brain in versus the brain eaters, not in the brain eaters. Okay, walls have been ripped apart.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
So B could be Blossom. B could be Dr. Blossom. Hack 65 for recent appointments. Name, Miss Ruth Bellamy. Stage name, Halcyon Helen. Description, lab tour. Name, Administrator Ludovico. Description, production, presentation. Let's check the emails. From department reception to utility. Subject, cleanup request. Hello, I'm so sorry I haven't had the chance to get your name yet and update the terminal. When you have a moment, could you bring a mop to the lobby? Dr. Blossom seems to have had a rather rough night and spilled some coffee on the floor. Thank you. Huh. From L. Blossom to all rr&dd. What in the architect's blue blazes is going on? What in blessed corporate law is all the commotion down there? I don't believe the rocket fuel combination distillery mixture was scheduled for another week. Could someone please inform me as to what the racket is all about? You better have a damn good reason for interfering or interrupting my meeting with the administrator. I expect a full explanation and apology within the next 15 minutes, or people are going to start losing jobs. Okay.
Nice and easy.
That little evidence money right there. So walls have been smashed up. She's talking about explosions. There she is. Ooh.
That's awful. I wonder if this poor fella had a family.
He had the Rizzo's family. Rizzo's first product. Before Rizzo's was the confectionery juggernaut you know and love today, it was an above-average chemical waste management corporation. That makes me think that all of their alcohol is waste. On one otherwise unremarkable day, an employee on the slurry stirring shift leaned a little too far over a chemical vat, dropping a single purpleberry that had been hidden in his jacket pocket. Instead of being immediately fired for his hazardous incompetence, the employee was given an ultimatum by his supervisor: retrieve the fallen fruit and stay employed. The employee jumped into the vat, swam for the purpleberry, and accidentally swallowed it. The rest is history. After he was pulled from the toxic waters, the stirrer stated that the chemical-coated purpleberry, I thought he swallowed it, hadn't been half bad. Oh, no, they're the person who said it. I thought he died. Hadn't been half bad before falling into a toxic coma, giving his supervisor the idea to sterilize and adjust the chemical mixture for human consumption. So it is waste. They're drinking waste with purpleberry flavor. Soon the sour, sweet coated purpleberries were more or less edible, becoming Rizzo's first mass-marketed product, the Purpleberry Bunch. Okay. Your hair is as purple as the berries.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
Who are you?
Pardon the blue blazes out of me, but who in the name of the Eternal are you? I'll have you know, I am Dr. Leora Blossom, the head of research and development, and you are standing in my lab, uninvited. Now, perhaps you couldn't tell by the empty lobby and general state of disarray, but this is no time to be playing games.
You really want to sass me right now? Apologies, I didn't mean to be rude.
Ah, an intruder of some comportment. Forgive me if I overreacted. I'm a little on edge presently. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
I could do a persuade of 65. There isn't anything you can do. Yeah, there isn't anything you can do to help.
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
What goes on in these labs that would turn your researchers against you?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Persuade of 105. I'll find out when I hunt through the labs. You might as well tell me up front.
So you've no qualms about snooping through my precious research files. But will you understand the data once you've acquired it? Essentially, we research new innovations for an array of Rizzo's products. My present troubles stem from one we've just developed. The product's potential for profit is nearly limitless. But I'm afraid explaining the science behind it would far exceed your capability for understanding.
Ellie, any thoughts on what it could be?
If it's causing sudden aggressive behavior in lab technicians, there must be a fast-acting neurological agent of some kind.
I've underestimated you. Yes, it seems to be an adverse effect of several organisms attaching to a subject. Quite unnerving.
Are you going to tell me I'm going to go down there and one of those guys is going to be covered in those freaking gross parasites? I can take care of your problem, but I need you to answer some questions afterwards.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
These people don't deserve to die, Captain. Let's try using the sedative.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care. Ah, you're still alive. I suppose that is opportune. Have the more overwrought of my researchers been dealt with then?
No, I didn't see any hostiles on the way here from the entry door. Make a run for it.
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Clean up? They were human beings. Don't you care about them at all?
Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable. As if I could go anywhere. What a barrel of laughs you are.
Okay. So... Oh, that door is now unlocked. It wasn't unlocked before. Still doing this purple, or a momentary taste of Purpleberry. Now we're descending. Terminal here. Memo, mind the gas canisters. Just employee notification. Hello, everyone. This is your friendly custodial staff offering a preemptive apology if the elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters. There are quite a few of them and only one of me, so I'm moving them in loads down to the utility room. Do be cautious. They're filled with a sedative potent enough to put a hungry mama raptidon out cold. Thank you for your understanding. Does this mean I can knock the people out without killing them? Memo, after work bar meetup. Dear esteemed colleagues, my team and I are all heading to the Grand Colonial's bar this evening for some drinks and fellowship. All real scientists are welcome to join us. You know, the ones that produce quantifiable data and theorems and don't spend their time jabbering over how, quote, the sliding on that bottle will increase customer sentiment, end quote. Cheers for some who understand that market researchers aren't real scientists. Memo, increased product protective measures. Team, as we continue our new round of research in product development, I'm increasing the required safety gear for lab workers involved. As some of you know, a few recent accidents involving subjects have left workers maimed, scarred, and one worker had their left hand permanently discolored to a shade of lime green. I wonder if we'll be able to meet that person. Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs is expected to continuously produce revolutionary advancements in the food and beverage industry. These measures will help us in further pursuit of that mission. Dr. Blossom. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was it. No. So the elevator's already here. Those two did not get on the elevator with me. Okay. Boom, they're here. Is there a way to not kill them? Yes, there is. She directed you to a terminal in the utility room that could disperse a sedative gas to knock them out if you're inclined to spare their lives. So we're gonna have to drop a hard save right here. Utility terminal is this way. Oh.
Sure.
Oh, of course. How do I get there? I have to go down all the way down this hallway. But because I have allies with me, they will be detected and they will fight. Oh, no, 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 they won't. They won't. They won't. No. No, this one. This. Because the thing is, your allies will just teleport to you.
On my way.
So I can't just leave them somewhere, because if I get too far, magically they're just next to me. But then they're facing this direction. Like, how do I get there if I don't want to kill them? Does he move?
Rizzo's could have helped a lot of people with all the bits they poured into this place. That's a lot more Rizzos than I ever want to see in my life.
Okay. Yeah, I've made it this far. I gotta resave over that. Okay, dispense sedative gas. Is that not going to put me to sleep? Memo, new employee orientation. Welcome, insert name. We're happy to have you as the new mechanic / custodian at insert location. It is your responsibility to ensure your location of employment is tidy and works like a charm. Your duties include, but are not limited to, cleaning of all surfaces, regular maintenance of all machinery, restocking employee break areas, maintenance of all electronic systems, keeping inventory of the location's operational item reserves, voluntary assistance for the lab's research as needed, maintaining thorough documentation for your possible successor. We know that that sounds like a lot, but don't worry. Predecessor has kept thorough documentation for your needs that you can find on this terminal. We hope you're excited to begin this most fulfilling career, and remember, whoa, 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 it's Rizzo's. File. How to be a janitor. I've been a janitor before. Utility terminal. Training file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. Okay. Logs. First day. Utility terminal. I've gotten 17 requests from the lab workers that I had to respond to, and also manage to find time to sweep, mop, and buff this whole place. I was hoping that the employee how-to document would help me with some of these machines that I've never seen before in my life. But guess what? The asshole left it completely blank. Gas hookup. Utility terminal. I got a request from Dr. Blossom to hook up the gas lines to some canisters. They're mixed with a heavy sedative for dispersal in the lower labs. Luckily, I've got enough experience cleaning all the muck that builds up in the vents to get it all done in a couple of days. Still, I wonder what they're needing this for. I think they took the last of the Raptidons out of the lab last week. I guess the pheromone flavoring results weren't as promising as they'd hoped. So now I know there's Raptidons here. Experiment participation. Jackpot! Since I read the stupid orientation document, I've been hoping they'd ask me to volunteer for something, and here it is. I get to be a taste tester for the new Spectrum flavor. I'm heading to the lab right after I fix the clog in the showers. So exciting.
Heads down.
There you go, Parvati. Didn't have to kill anybody. Okay, we're not going to loot all this stuff. We'll do that later. I just want to make sure I don't miss out any things. Oh, this is just a wall. So they're all unconscious, including that guy. But they're still marked as being dead, so I can loot them. Just gotta now walk around and make sure I don't miss anything. So where am I headed? I'm headed back to Dr. Blossom. So before I do that, I get to investigate the offices. To see what they're hiding from me. And hey, it only took one try. I didn't have to do this a billion times. Oh, I can't read this data pad. It's playing like detective music subtly in the background. Again, my music's up to full, but my sound effects are down. I'm wondering if they messed up and linked music to sound effects. Why else are they so low? These are the parasite worms that they're using to make a few lab notes. Slug lab. So that's the real reason it's called slug. Our discovery. Finally finished our first set of experiments on those parasites we harvested from the infected would-be attraction animals. And the results have been, what the hell am I doing? Why am I taking this tone? Who's going to see this, aside from members of the research team? I barely need mention how beyond completely phenomenal today's find has been. Not only have we discovered why Harold, the system's saddest teacup canid, had his remarkable turnaround. Frankly, I'm amazed no one realized something was awry earlier. His cage was only about as large as he was. By the way, Mayers, there goes your daily adreno injections theory, you buffoon. But we've also found something that will find me to a vice presidential position in no time. Remind me to devote a bench commemorating the Rizzo Semi-Industrial Exploration Team. So I'm always looking for acronyms. That's why I pause after I read long-winded names. Team for giving their lives... Wait, is it RSIET? But they didn't capitalize T. No. Their lives to bring back the Iridium Gigaseus from the Holy Caves. That's the name of the worms. I'll also be certain to devote an even larger bench to myself for oh no, that's the name of the primals, not the worms. I'll be certain to devote an even larger bench to myself for finding the birth site of the parasite. No, that is the worm. I thought Gigantus. Maybe that is Gigantus is the primal. The worms are Gigaseus? It doesn't matter. Site of the parasite and ordering experiments to start. I've already been in talks with management about ideas for products that could utilize the parasite's joy-intensifying hormones. It's amazing that Slug hasn't looked deeper into this. We may have had to cede them the land, but seemingly they haven't disturbed our research site. Well, their oversight is Rizzo's immense benefit. Great job to me. Today's incident. I'm sure some of you are still shaken by the events earlier today, but the course of science never did run smooth. The benefits of our research are easily worth the potential risks associated. Garcia would most certainly agree, if she were still alive. I've talked to Administrator Ludovico about setting up some additional security measures in case of another test subject breach. In the meantime, for the love of the architect, do not infect an individual test subject with more than one parasite. The phrenetic joy will have to be enough, at least for now. I'm still looking into phenomenal or promotional means, but I think we'll find something soon. Some Rizzo's product engineers have discussed mass producing the parasites and placing them in some kind of beverage to evenly distribute the joy-inducing hormones. Things still seem very promising. I look forward to the day when I can leave this backwater facility behind, but you're still here. Gas and testing subjects. Blossom demanded we help the engineering team produce a gas that would target the neural links of individuals infected by the worm. Well, we did. And it was simple enough. Just isolated a particular cell type only found in the parasite and produce an enzyme that should shock them temporarily into stasis. Am I going to get that, or is that just saying the gas? Well, you better believe the second it came time to tell the administrator about it. She was the one who had developed the gas, and she was the one who had been primarily working with engineering to get everything together. So she's taking credit, is what you're saying. She takes credit She takes credit for the initial finding, and even after Dr. Garcia's death, which was basically all Dr. Blossom's fault, she still somehow manages to find a way. You shouldn't leave this on a terminal that Blossom has access to, I'm just saying. She still somehow manages to find a way to spin things in her favor. Some of the other researchers were talking about altering the gas not to target test subjects, but to target her, and for it not to render its target unconscious, but dead. Got it. I wouldn't write this down, but I know Dr. Blossom doesn't read log entries that she didn't write. Oh, that's the reason. Everything I bring up, I'm like, she's taking credit. She's taking credit. Don't put this on a terminal she can read. She's not going to read this. Fine. Tell you, their ideas are beginning to seem more and more appealing. Messages. From Slug to Utility. Cadaver removal. At your earliest convenience, the Slug Lab requires your sanitation services for cadaver removal. There are 2 bodies at present in the rr&dd labs, 1 scientist and 1 test subject. Send a team to move the personnel corpse to the incinerator. After this, please send a hazard team to dispose of the test subject. For highly classified reasons, the corpse can emit certain chemical compounds that are extremely dangerous if mishandled. Please don't skip on the protective gear. We'd hate to have to hire a separate utility team to pick up the bodies of yours. Good day. From Blossom to everybody. This is the same one we already just read in this episode, so I'm not rereading it again. It was different. Rum and something. Shouldn't be drinking that on the job, buddy. Other than worms. They got the worms. They've released the worms. They're chopping up the worms. Oh, there's not a door back there. For some reason, I thought there was. Okay, there was a kitchen. See, I like that they added the phonographs, but it seems like they just aren't putting enough Sisty chops. Enough in. Restroom? There was an achievement in the previous game that had 20. There was more than 20. We found one in this DLC. And neither of you were happy that I didn't kill anybody. They'll probably comment on it when I go back and talk to her. It's a worker. It's another worker. It's the incinerator. What the heck? Sulfur-soaked top hat. I thought it was a piece of clothing that I would get to keep. I guess it's not. This top hat once belonged to Captain Phazon of Byzantium, last seen on Terra on Monarch, standing much too close to the edge of the sulfur pit. This pungent accessory should serve as a reminder of the many terrible dangers found on Monarch, and a further example of why no self-respecting Halcynite should ever visit. I don't get to keep it. It's not a piece of clothing. I mean, I feel like it would fit. I guess no, it might not work with my Gelicour. Someone was cutting through this door. Just to see another door. Alright, I think we're good.
I always wanted to see Eridanos. Sky above, sky below, horizons without end. Thanks for bringing me along, Captain.
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
We better hurry, Captain.
Well, what? Why was the door closed? And now this is all open. Wait, there was one gunshot, but everyone's dead. What? What? Well, that doesn't make any sense. A gunshot must have ricocheted off of Dr. Blossom and then hit the person behind Dr. Blossom and then traveled and hit the other person that was in there. Oh, there was a way up. I just didn't notice it. No? Yeah. The stairs. Duh, I forgot there were stairs here. Dr. Blossom, are you okay? I heard a gunshot.
Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom. You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
She doesn't even have a gunshot in her body. View download confirmation. Error. Successfully downloaded to external cartridge. From Ludovico to Blossom. Halcyon Helen's lab tour. Apologies for the late notice, but Miss Bellamy has requested a tour of the facilities while she is visiting Eridanos as Halcyon Helen. Please prepare for her arrival in the morning, R.A. From Blossom to Blossom. Note to self. Well, Leora, you did it again. At long last, you located a bottle of Spectrum Black hidden in a crevice of musty shelf space in the storage warehouse last night. That much closer to finally getting the Spectrum Gatling to work. What? There's a Spectrum Gatling? Like a gun that shoots Spectrum vodka? And what happened? You got all the way back to the water tower before running into a group of primals already diverting themselves with fruits of the fermented variety. One bad blackout later, and here you are, covered in primal vomit without the Spectrum Black. Get it together. So there's going to be a quest for hunting down a gun, a Spectrum Gatling gun. And this is the message we've already read. Files. Error, file has been deleted. I can hack it for 65 parasite findings. Tests involving the parasite, colloquially dubbed slugs, have produced astounding results, even when compared against our most promising methods of producing a brain chemical dependency. The pheromone the slugs secretes produces dopamine more efficiently than anything on record. Further tests will continue researching how much of the compound we can introduce to subjects and observe the effects. Despite our less than ideal presentation to administration, the product impressed for two main reasons. As mentioned before, this product will produce that boozy, feel-good stimulus like no other. But more importantly, the pheromone's makeup is completely unique, which means there are no regulations surrounding its classification. The idea of a completely addictive product with zero laws surrounding it would certainly justify any means.
Don't they realize this just makes us more curious about that data file?
Yeah, by stealing it? Oh! That's the Gatling thing. Okay, I'm not gonna read that.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, I can't search this corpse.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, the discrepancy is that I can't search the corpse. I was just joking. Oh, it's got to be unique. Laboratory out. It's not. Come on, they put that all the way down here and it's not unique. Oh, whoops. Now I'm over There's 3 different models for this armor. I don't need to keep this stuff anymore. I've been keeping them because of the quest for, like, Jellicoeur, but I don't think we're ever going to get another quest similar to what Jellicoeur asked. And none of these are unique, so I don't need them. Because she's just not going to be giving us quests anymore. Alright. So what are my things here? I have to... Optional, use my amplifier. So that's the optional one. So before I go check her lab, let's go ahead...
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Good job, robot. Let's search the body. Oh, you're sure you heard gunshots earlier, yet the victim loss of blood is oddly minimal. Also, I heard 1 gunshot. I can't skip past this. I gotta wait till it disappears.
These puncture marks. It looks like she was injected with something.
Search the immediate area. So these other ones weren't shot. Although you distinctly remember hearing gunshots over the intercom, you don't see any bullet casings. Well, this is clearly talking about the Needler pistol. But we only heard 1 gunshot. Whoever Dr. Blossom confronted over the intercom, they dispatched her and all 4 of these scientists without much resistance. Means they must be well trained, some kind of sharpshooter or adventurer. Ruth Bellamy? She used the gun.
Well, they're definitely dead. Any idea what happened?
Five kills in and out before we could catch a glimpse of the culprit. I'd expect more blood.
There are lots of ways to kill someone without spilling blood. But I guess this isn't the time.
Okay.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
See, I was confused because they said 5. There's only 4. 1, 2, 3. My stomach is growling. 4. Where's the other lab worker that got killed? What, did it bounce off this way?
Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Examine the grate. It looks like a standard ventilation shaft. The dimensions would fit a small framed person, allowing them to enter. It is Ruth Bellamy. Well, at least it's a female. Well, I guess it could be a small male.
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my size could have crawled in. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, clean. Ventilation shafts usually turn into sprat nests.
But even with what Parvati said, this is screaming that Ruth Bellamy's still alive. The dead person didn't have Ruth's hair, and I didn't fully examine her. Like, I didn't really check her over, so I'm guessing there's going to be a point where we can go back to the autopsy room and possibly find out that Ruth Bellamy's still alive. Examine the fuse box. You see a cut red wire. Likely, you think, it could have disrupted one of the circuits, perhaps on the door lock regulation system. And sorry if I'm predicting this too early. It's...
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
Because I do that a lot with games, and I could be wrong, because I'm also wrong a lot with games, but right now it's screaming that Ruth Bellamy is still alive. Not to mention this is based on a soap opera, in a space soap opera, so it would make sense if she was still alive. Unlock Dr. Blossom's key, or not unlock her key, unlock her door. I'm still on this same quest. Yeah, because I have to go back and report. Well, there's a violet. So there's lots of new flavors when before there was, what, only 3 in the base game? I'm guessing I have to collect all of the different flavors for a Gatling gun. The safe is open, and I can't comment on that. Wait my lunch, so that's just standard stuff. Okay. All right, guys, I guess we're going. And still no one's comment. I saved all those people downstairs, but I guess no one cares. The woman in this picture looks closer. No, because wait, that's a different.
All personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the wasquitos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
What is that sound? And why am I sure we're about to find out?
There is a lot to this quest here. Optional, deal with the wasp-mosquito swarms. Someone has unleashed wasp-mosquitoes all throughout the orchards. Find a way to stop the pollinization cycle before you're stung to death. It's a good thing I talked to that dude, huh? Hey, there's wasp-mosquitoes.
Happy customers are repeat customers.
Should probably go somewhere. Okay, Dissident's comic book. The previous DLC, those were tied in. The comics were tied into like a quest. So
nicely done.
You don't have a name. So is the wasp-mosquito going to be a unique enemy? Because so far all the games have just had reskinned enemies. Is this one going to be different? I heard something zip past me like it was flying.
Caution advised. Mosquito venom sacs release the chemical, patent pending, name withheld, that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic wasps.
That's cool. Oh, no, they're just gonna be... Oh, okay. It's another reskin.
Get on! No! I can't see!
Wait, is this another situation where I don't want to kill these guys because they need them? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Can't close the door. Oh, I can't close the door.
Watch a pro at work!
Can't do it while in combat. No! Is that too far to get them up? So I think they're still locked onto me. I'm gonna probably have to just kill them all, even though my thoughts were try not to, because if they need them for the harvest.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Scan the chemical makeup of the multi-tool.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
Inspect the casing. Casing is pockmarked and scratched. It's been well used. You also notice an inch-long steel panel haphazardly nailed into its side. Engineering. I could tear the plate off with strength. Engineering. Construct a lever to remove the panel. What am I constructing? You collect a nearby rod of metal and, sliding it beneath the panel, push down on it until the panel comes free. As it falls away, you see that it is hiding a slug logo. Continue examination.
What did you find, Cap?
There's some foreign substances on the tool. This thing didn't originate in the orchard.
Huh. Wonder why someone would leave it here.
It's also likely that whoever released the wasp mosquitoes was a slug employee.
Does that mean we can toss them over the side of the complex when we find them?
I mean, honestly, it'd be kind of cool, Ellie. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Abort the pollinization cycle. Recalling the swarms to the hive. Check recent activity. Warning. The system has been illegally accessed by a person or persons not employed by the Rizos Corporation. Brute force to trigger an unscheduled pollinization cycle was used to override this device's protocols. Protect records and documents may be compromised. Caution is advised. Messages. 2H Lawson from M. Chin. Hilda. Generally, when two co-workers get blasted out of their minds on Spectrum vodka, and one of them makes a joke about how wild it would be if someone put wasps and mosquitoes together, he doesn't wake up the next day with a promotion and a couple of 100,000 rabid insects on his back porch. I can appreciate a good joke as much as the next guy, but I got a message earlier today about making sure I increase quarterly yields, and it wasn't from you. If you wanted to, I don't know, bail me out sooner rather than later, I'd be most obliged, Morris. To Lawson to Hilda from Morris. Bail me out. Are these in the right order? They're not dated, so it's hard to know when you're reading these in the right order. Hilda, I'll put it bluntly, this place is one bad key press away from total disaster. Earlier today, I accidentally selected the Begin Pollinization Cycle function on this terminal. The cycle just activated. No password protection, no confirmation message, nothing. As it so happened, there was a scheduled tour making its way through the orchard at about that moment. Somehow, that idiot groundskeeper's exterminator mechanicals got activated, giving the mosquitoes something to sting that wasn't the tour group. Those people barely got away with their lives, and I don't think we'll be so lucky next time. My supervisor has apparently scheduled me for some kind of standard medical treatment. But when I come back, I better have a message from you apologizing for not responding to my messages and containing an immediate transfer to somewhere that isn't here. I've had enough. You've been wormed, bro. From Morris to Hilda, apology. Hilda, I reread my last message, and to you, and I feel I owe you the deepest and most heartfelt of apologies. I have been such an entitled bore since I received this promotion. In reality, I should have been thanking you. To oversee the day-to-day coming and going of creatures as majestic as these wasp-mosquitoes is a great honor. Congratulations on your promotion, and by the by, I would have thought I'd be mad, especially considering how central my wasp-mosquitoes were to your new position, but since that treatment, I found it difficult to stay mad about much of anything. I hope you enjoy Byzantium. Morris Chin. Do we know a Hilda? Did we meet a Hilda somewhere? You guys know a Hilda?
What's on?
My bad, I was trying to put my gun away. Well, there's a yellow, so we know where to find a black, we know where to find an orange, we know where to find a violet, and we've just found a yellow. I don't know how many colors there are. I'm guessing rainbow, and then black and brown. Oh, those robots are hostile? Why? Okay. I'm gonna fast travel back, but before I do, I want to make sure this dude is okay. Oh, it's a sprat. I was like, what the f am I hearing? Wait, where is he? And there's another drunk lobber. Oh, he's over here.
Hello again, youngster. You're certainly doing a lot of running to and fro. Don't overexert yourself. The wasp-mosquitoes can smell weakness. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes the body forget how stiff it gets bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
All right, bye. Okay, so he lived. That's what matters. Let's head back. What is with the map? What? Oh, there it goes. Hello?
Hey, I've been...
What the f are you doing in here?
I'm leaving my shoes on.
And then Ellie said something, but I missed it because the audio is just, it's spatial. I have to be near them to hear them talking. So I was going over to him, but then she said something, so I missed it. You wait, Moon Man with a red head. I gotta finish the quest I'm currently on.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-mosquitoes are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
Perception, and more than a few lives. That doesn't bother you?
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Okay, so I'm not a smoker, but I have to do this. Reach for a cigarette. The plot thickens, Administrator.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead, murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector, as if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
I mean, all I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
I don't want to share too much with you yet. Someone stole data from one of your terminals in R&D.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Perception and a hack of 65. You can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
This happened just before the wasp mosquito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's rr&dd lab, so he already knew that, so this isn't new information.
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
Okay. What were you going to show her during the tour?
Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations.
She spent a little time in the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic.
A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
I'll let you know if I learn anything else.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna go find out. Okay. There's a frickin' dude here. You guys.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh.
Ellie's the only one who said anything, and Ellie would have been with me when that guy entered the room, so what the fuck the rest of you doing? You just let him walk in and, well, she's not a suspect. Her face has now been crossed off. While here in the SSDD lab, I realize I missed this audio thing.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject, a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
So, a little spoily thing. I find her brother. I thought it was her husband because they had the same name, and I thought she mentioned something about getting out of a relationship contract. But no, that was apparently her brother. Because I never found this tape, I didn't know that.